showed it to people in Antwerp, Ohio, and everything, and they didn't know what you looked like because couldn't see over there. Tell me a fish story of some sort for posterity here, and do not be frightened of this thing because it will not bite.
Well, since you met my family, you know a good deal about the things in my life that make me the most happy. I wish you all were here to meet and talk with. I also wish the Chicago Bears would go to the Super Bowl, and I'm not going to get either one of those wishes, so let's go on from there. The other aspect of my life is I'm heavily involved in research on calcium, so let me tell you a little bit about that. We determine how much calcium is absorbed from different foods and supplements in my lab. And so recently we've found out that calcium is absorbed about as well from milk as it is from supplements that you buy. That's not to say that you should eat supplements instead of milk, because you get a lot of other minerals and proteins in your milk along with the calcium. But now we're doing some interesting things with calcium absorption measurements in all different age groups. We've been measuring calcium absorption in postmenopausal women, in college-age women, in pregnant women, and the next thing we're going to do are 6 to 8-year-old children this spring, and this summer we're going to determine calcium metabolism in teenagers.
Do you still have a radioactive chicken?
No. Oris knows how we determine absorption from different foods. We label them with isotopes. When we do animal studies, we use radioactive isotopes, but when we do human studies, we do heavy forms of the mineral that are not radioactive. They're called stable isotopes. And we find that some older people cannot absorb calcium very well at all anymore, like less than 5%, whereas college-age women absorb about 20 to 30%, and pregnant women absorb about 40%. So that's been keeping me busy for quite a few years now.
How much do radioactive chickens absorb?
Radioactive chickens absorb, I don't know, in terms of calcium.
Did you not have a radioactive cow at one point?
No, not radioactive. We use the stable or the heavy isotopes of calcium when we put in the cow. And stable isotopes, one problem with them is they're very expensive. So in one lactating cow, we had to put $30,000 worth of stable isotopes. So that cow we hoped we would not spill the milk, and
that was a valuable cow.
That's a valuable cow. We call her Golden Bessie.
Most of the people who might not actually know you that would see this tape sooner or later, I have told at one time or another about your work and the way you were fighting for greenhouses when you got here to Purdue. And I now have told them that if you want another greenhouse, they say, what dormitory do you want us to tear down? That's probably a slight exaggeration.
Flattering beyond reason, but we've been pretty successful with getting grant money here, and so Purdue's been really happy to try to kind of accommodate our increasing space needs and so forth. I probably have about 13 people working in my lab on these projects now, and that's really been nice.